When we look up at the night sky, we think of wonder, right? Beautiful stars, distant galaxies. But space is also home to some truly unimaginable terrors. Beyond all that beauty lie forces so powerful they just completely defy our understanding. So today, we're going to face some of those terrifying monsters of space head on.
This quote, wow, it really just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? We're about to dive into phenomena so incredibly fast and powerful that they make you question our tiny, safe little place in this universe.
We love to think of our solar system as this safe, orderly little neighborhood. A delicate, cosmic dance where planets just circle the sun in a nice, predictable rhythm. But what if I told you that stability is kind of an illusion, and that just beyond our cosmic backyard, absolute chaos is the name of the game?
See, it's the incredible gravity of our sun that holds this whole place together. It keeps everything from planets to asteroids right where they're supposed to be. But that gravitational anchor, it's not a universal thing. In the huge, dark voids between the stars, the rules of the game change completely.
Okay, so let's start with our first monster. It's something that looks familiar, but with a terrifying twist. Imagine a world with no sun, no solar system to call its own.
These are what we call rogue planets. They were probably born in the chaos of a young solar system, but then got violently kicked out, sent hurtling into the void. They're cosmic orphans, just drifting silently through the darkness, totally unbound and completely unpredictable.
Now this is where it gets absolutely mind-boggling. Scientists figure that for every single star you can see in the night sky, there could be up to 100,000 of these rogue planets. That means our galaxy is just teeming with these dark, wandering worlds. They vastly outnumber the stars themselves.
With that many of them out there, it's really not a question of if one will pass through our solar system, but more like when. So what would actually happen if one of these cosmic nomads came knocking on our door?
The consequences would be nothing short of apocalyptic. A rogue planet wouldn't even have to touch us. Its gravity alone would be enough to throw our whole solar system into chaos. It could send Earth on a collision course with the sun or just fling it out into the deep freeze of outer space. And in the ultimate cosmic irony, Earth itself could become one of them, a frozen, lifeless wanderer in the dark.
But a rogue planet is really just a cosmic bully. Our next monster, well, this one is a true predator. It doesn't just disrupt things, it devours them.
We've all heard of the supermassive black holes, right? The ones that lurk at the center of galaxies. But there's another, more sinister type, primordial black holes. Think of them as ancient nomadic predators, forged in the very first moments of the universe. And they just roam the cosmos, eating literally everything in their path.
And they are far from rare. Scientists think there could be at least 10 million of these cosmic predators lurking right here in our own galaxy. That's 10 million invisible, silent hunters, just drifting through the darkness, each one a potential threat to life as we know it. So far, we've been dealing with cosmic objects, but our next monster is an event, a cataclysm so ridiculously powerful it could sterilize entire sections of a galaxy in a single, blinding flash. We've all seen pictures of a supernova, the spectacular death of a massive star. Now I want you to imagine an explosion 50 times more powerful than that. A cosmic firestorm that is one of the most violent events the universe can even cook up. That is a hypernova. And to put that into perspective for you, a single hypernova releases more energy in an instant than our sun will produce in its entire 10 billion year lifetime. For a split second, it can outshine its entire galaxy. It's just a blinding testament to its own destructive power. Thankfully, and I mean really thankfully, these things are incredibly rare. The only confirmed hypernova we've ever seen happened in a distant galaxy, a nice, safe 25 million light-years away. So, for now, we're safe. All right, our final monster is, well, it's maybe the strangest and most terrifying of them all. It's not its size or its gravity that makes it a threat. It's a force so powerful it seems to warp the very fabric of reality itself.
Let me introduce you to the Magnetar. It's a type of neutron star. Those super dense, city-sized leftovers from a massive star's collapse. But what makes a magnetar so special is its magnetic field. It's a force so powerful it's almost impossible to imagine. We're talking quadrillions of times stronger than Earth's.
Get this, back in 2004, a flare from a magnetar 50,000 light-years away was so strong it physically squeezed Earth's magnetic field from across the galaxy. Now, imagine if one was closer, like half the distance to the moon. Its magnetic pull would be strong enough to rip the iron right out of your blood and tear the core out of our planet.
So, why aren't we living in constant fear of these magnetic beasts? The answer is pretty simple. They are unbelievably rare. To date, we've only confirmed that 31 of them even exist in the entire observable universe.
But their rarity is also what makes them so terrifying. Because it's not what we know about magnetars that's so scary. It's what we don't know.
Here's the deal. We have no idea how they're formed. There is no accepted scientific theory that can explain how a seemingly ordinary neutron star can suddenly turn into a magnetic monster. It is a complete mystery.
And that's the part that's truly terrifying. If we don't know what triggers this transformation, it means that any nearby neutron star could, just without any warning, become a magnetar. An apocalyptic monster could be born right in our own cosmic neighborhood, and we'd have no way of knowing until it was far, far too late.
So we've encountered rogue planets, wandering black holes, galactic firestorms, and these insane magnetic beasts. But these are just the monsters we know about. It really makes you wonder, in the vast, unexplored darkness of space, what other titans are just lying in wait, waiting to be discovered?